Hey, Derek, they reported before the game, I guess you had told ESPN or the ACC network that you had COVID and kind of, had to deal with it on your own. If you're willing to talk about it, just what was your experience like? And I guess when were you able to kind of get back on the field and start getting ready again for football?
Yeah, I mean, it obviously wasn't, ideal, but I'm blessed. I'm healthy. I'm back out here playing ball, playing a game that I love. It wasn't too bad. It was just lonely, I'm at home watching a lot of TV, a lot of Netflix, and just trying to do whatever you can do.
And then just as a quick follow, the 48-0 shutout is the first time Miami shut out a Power 5 opponent since 2001. So it's been a while since this program has dominated another team at this level, like that. Just the way you guys got rolling there in the first half and got to that 21-0 lead. What kind of got you guys rolling there early?
Yeah, I think everybody was excited to come out here and play. Just having 3 weeks off. Sometimes you can take playing football for granted. I know getting back in the building, it was a different kind of energy. And I think our coaches did a great job all week of just trying to get us prepared, trying to get ready for a game. And came out here and I think we cut it loose. It still made a lot of mistakes that we got to clean up, and we'll fix that tomorrow. But I'm just super proud of the team, super proud of the coach. They did a great job all week, and I'm just excited for the win.
Thanks.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
And Derek, in helping you kind of regain that chemistry after some time away with the receivers, I mean, how did it feel to have Brevin Jordan really back? He was limited kind of last time he played, and to just really have him back this game. How did it feel for you?
Yeah, Brevin's a great player, man. He's one of the best in the country. It's always good having him full go. Him and Will Mallard, I think, is the best tight end duo in the country. I don't think you can find two guys that's that talented on the same team. So having them back is big. And I think the receivers did a really good job tonight as well. They made plays when they had to. The O-line did an outstanding job protecting me all night, and Coach did a great job calling plays. So I think we just put everything together. Like I said, still a lot of stuff we got to clean up, but I'm just happy right now.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey, Derek. Congrats on the win. With Clemson's win tonight, you guys are obviously out of the ACC championship picture. I know you guys always talk about one game at a time, and now you guys stared on this UNC game, and if you win, there's a pretty good chance you guys still get to Orange Bowl or some big bowl game. How you guys have obviously had a lot of fun this season, played really well. How important would it be to kind of put that sort of exclamation point on this season?
I think it's super important. I love this team. I'm so glad I came here. I love the University of Miami. Just finishing the right way is always. That's really, really, really important. Trying to get 10 wins this year with North Carolina, Georgia Tech, and hopefully a bowl game, a big time bowl game. So it's super important for us. We're still taking it one game at a time. We can't. You can only control what you can control. So we can control tomorrow's practice, Tuesday practice, Wednesday, and just game against North Carolina. So I'm just trying to finish on the right foot. I just love the school. Just want to do everything I can, everything we can as a team to finish on the right foot.
Brevin, first of all, congratulations on the win. And I know you played against Virginia Tech, but this really felt like your comeback tonight because you got in the end zone and it'd been a while. Just how much fun was it for you guys to be back out there? And how do you maintain the fun with everything this season has been through, with guys being out with COVID and all the stuff that you guys have gone through?
Yeah, the Virginia Tech game, like you said, that was my first game back. But this game we had a lot of time to prepare. Even with the 3 weeks off, guys were, slowly starting to come back into the building. But once everybody was clear, we were full go. We were ready to get after it. And so that's why I think I was a little bit more involved in this game plan because we had a lot more time to prepare. And just the looks they gave us. We went to run a lot of 12 personnel. And put a lot of points up today.
Awesome. Next up, we have Gary Furman of Kane Sport. Gary, go ahead.
Hey, Brevin, how stressful has this season been on players in general? Just what you guys have to go through every day, looking around your back, who you're near, the distancing, the stress of guys.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we handled it very well at the University of Miami. Dudes at every table, there's only two people sitting at a table. On a bus, every row, there's one guy in every row. We do a very good job here at the University of Miami. It just hit us all at one time. It just literally just hit us, and then You know, it is what it is. But it's not very stressful just because how we go about stuff. I mean, the people above us, I mean, they do a great job. Our medical staff does a great job. Our advisors, everybody does a great job. They take it. It's a very serious thing on our campus.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Brevin, as you guys still have a goal of reaching a New Year's Six bowl game potentially, still ahead of you guys, UNC coming up next, your thoughts on that? I know that game had to leave a sour taste in your mouths last year.
Last year. That loss last year had me so upset. So, I mean, it's just, it's just another hit game. We're going to try to go out here. We're not worried about, New Year's Six bowls or ACC championship. We're worried about now. We're living in the now. We're trying to focus on one game at a time. We just handle that, and everything will take care of itself.
All right, we're going to go back to Manny Navarro of The Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey, Brevin, I just wanted to ask you, a lot of young guys were able to get into this game and play. Those guys have been practicing for a long time, trying to get on the field. Was there a lot of celebration in the locker room over that? Were guys real happy for them?
Yeah. So right now, the 5 a.m. lift, pretty much all the freshmen, they got the turnover chain, I think, 3 times from three dudes from that class. And so that's amazing because those guys are the future. They're going to be next year. They're going to be guys that are going to be having to play 60, 70 snaps a game. And so, I mean, whenever anybody gets the turnover chain, Don Mamarelli got the turnover chain, and I missed it. I literally missed it. But when anybody gets the turnover chain, it excites all of us. It gets us all going.
Hey, Jaelan, they said it on the TV broadcast. I think all of us felt the same way. You look like a man possessed going after the quarterback, man. And not just today, I would say for a while now, where you've really been playing with such a high motor and getting to the quarterback. Just kind of what's been your mindset here the last month and a half?
I've always played with the highest motor that I can. My biggest thing is controlling what you can control, and effort is one thing that you can always control. And so I think the reason the production is kind of coming now later on in the season is just I've been able to get comfortable and be able to start working new moves and kind of gel with the defense more. And then obviously the fact that I've had this motor, this is just kind of natural. This is kind of just like what comes.
And then just the fun that you guys were having tonight, not just when you guys were getting the lead, but even late in the game when the young guys were getting the turnover chain and getting involved. It looked like it was just permeating throughout the whole contest.
Yeah, I think that was more fun than playing, honestly, is seeing all of the young boys get in there and get some burn. I think it's so important for the young guys to be able to get experience in games like this, for moving forward for this team. We all love each other and we're really close as a team. So, when you see guys get in, I think that's the most exciting part.
Thanks.
All right, next up we have David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
Hey, Jaelan, to that point, young guys didn't just play in garbage time at the end. They were playing meaningful snaps throughout, and a lot of it because obviously you guys were down a couple D tackles, a couple linebackers. So just how they stepped up and really from the jump really pitched into this defensive effort that you guys put together.
Yeah, I mean, we've been telling them from the beginning of the season, honestly, that they need to be ready whenever. It's always the next man up mentality. So the fact that they came in and stepped up like they did today was huge. I can't be more proud of them. Yeah.
All right, next up we have David Lake from InsideTheU. David, go ahead.
Yeah, Jaelan, I want to ask you just what's impressed you about Corey Flagg, just what he's flashed so far at middle linebacker from what you've seen?
He just doesn't play like a freshman. He doesn't play like he's only played really a handful of games. I think this might be his second start. I don't know if he started against Clemson, but I know he played a lot of snaps. I think he's incredible. I think that, his energy is contagious. When he's out there, the guys rally around him. And like I said, he just doesn't feel like he's a freshman. He plays with a lot of experience and a lot of poise that you wouldn't really typically see out of a freshman.
Hey, Quincy, can you just kind of put together this defensive effort tonight? I mean, from the shutout to the turnovers, everything, all of the above, just what it all took tonight.
The coaches kind of put it on us this week to come out and dominate. We had 3 weeks off. I think what you saw is just a team that was just excited to be back out there playing football. We hadn't played practice in so long, and it was just a blessing and a good feeling to be back out there. And I think that showed in our performance today.
And a quick follow-up, it seemed to be one of your better tackling games as a whole unit. How'd you guys pull that off, despite the challenges, obviously, of being away for some time? That's always a tough thing when you have a layoff.
Yeah, that is the main thing that Coach Diaz stressed is tackling. A lot of times we have long layoffs like that. A lot of teams, you can see it across the country with teams that had the same problem we had. They kind of struggled coming back the first week with tackling. And that was a point that Coach Diaz made, the biggest point that Coach Diaz made, and I think we answered well.
Awesome. Next up, we have Manny Navarro of The Athletic. Manny, go ahead.
Hey, Quincy, just as a quick follow to what David just asked you, did you guys practice tackling the same exact way, or was there anything different? Like, was it more of an emphasis? Because I know obviously there were a lot of guys out, and maybe you couldn't necessarily always practice like traditionally. So I'm just curious, like, how was it different?
It was actually more of an emphasis. We did more tackling drills this week. That was the main focus by Coach Diaz. He called us out, and I think we responded really well this game.
And then I asked Brevin this question too. How happy are you that a lot of these freshman guys were able to get in the game and play? Because I know they put in a lot of work, and a lot of times you guys have had to kind of sweat it out at the end, and they don't really get a chance to play. But just this week to be able to get them in.
That's big. Getting game reps for a freshman or a young guy is priceless. They think about it all of the time. And like Brevin said, they are the future of this program. So 2, 3, 4 years from now, those are going to be guys that's out there taking 50, 60, 70 reps. So I think young reps for a young guy is priceless. And I think everybody's really excited to see him out there.
Thanks.
Great. Next up, we have David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
David, we'll come back to you. Type it to me.
Maybe you can type it up.
He'll type it to me. We're going to move on to Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey, Quincy. Great game. When you came here from Temple, did you expect this kind of season? An amazingly successful season, but strange season. What are your impressions, and what were you thinking before you came?
First of all, thank you. Second, I knew this was a talented team coming in here. As the more and more I got around this team, the more and more I realized that wow, like we're really talented. We got a lot of guys on this team that can play football, that love the game, that play hard and play passionate. I think that, it's been a blessing playing with these guys over this last year. I mean, this whole span of this season, it's really been fun.
You guys could actually, you keep winning, you could end up like 11-1. That is an amazing season.
Yeah, that's big. I don't remember the last time that's been done here, but that'll be big.
And the other thing is, I think you forced a fumble and you recovered a fumble today, right?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah. What's more fun?
Getting sacks. To me, getting a sack is the funnest play in football. I think that's funner than scoring the touchdowns, funner than catching the pass. To me, that's the most exciting play in football. So, I was having a blast out there.
It's great.
All right, Quincy, this last question comes from David Wilson of the Miami Herald. He wants to know, you didn't look like a defense missing 2 or 3 starters today. What made you guys so successful, even shorthanded?
We got so much depth on this team. A lot of guys played. Everybody that traveled played today. So that's big. So every guy that got on the plane got in the game. That's just a testament to the depth that we have. The young guys stepping up, the guys who may not have played as much stepping up. And like I said, we were just out there having fun, and when you're having fun, everything just falls in place.
Hey, Corey, congratulations on the win, getting a chance to play again. I'm sure you guys were thirsting for that after 3 weeks off. Just how hard was it to be off for that long, and how did you guys sort of maintain your focus?
Yeah, obviously it was difficult with us being off, but I think that the team came back hungrier, and it's hard being away from something you love so much. But when we got back together, obviously, I don't think we missed a beat, and I think we grew as a team. So it's a great night, and this is a great feeling.
And it looked like you guys were having a lot of fun too, like really enjoying the moment, like, I don't know, kind of like exhaling a little bit,
Yeah, definitely. It was a blast playing football.
Awesome. Next up, we have David Furones of the Sun Sentinel. David, go ahead.
And Corey, how much do you like doing it with the run game being as dominant as it was? I know as offensive linemen, you guys got to love to get downhill, get to block that way in run blocking.
Yeah, I said earlier in the week that running the football is a must to win games, and I'm proud of our guys. Running the football is a team thing. It's not just running backs and offensive line. When the receivers block on the perimeter, it springs stuff more than you guys could even imagine. So I think it's a great offensive effort, the way we ran the football, and we hope to keep doing it down the stretch here.
And as a follow-up, have you seen a different mindset from Cameron Harris approaching this game in the last few weeks, whatever it may be?
I think Cam has been a very consistent player for us. I think that he ran the ball extremely hard like a maniac tonight. But Cam is just a great football player for us.
All right, we have time for a few more. Next up, we have David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David, go ahead.
Hey, Corey, you said you didn't feel like you guys missed a beat when you got back to practice, and it showed today. Did that surprise you, how smooth it was kind of getting back together and obviously coming out and put together a complete performance tonight?
No, actually, it really doesn't surprise me at all. I think when we got back together on Monday, it was for our first padded practice, I think that everyone in the building knew that we came back with the right attitude and the right mindset.
And I just wanted to ask you about Navon getting back out there. It seemed like he played well in his action. Just how fun was it to be out there with him again, and what do you think playing next to him?
Yeah, me and Vaughn came in 2017 together. We've been really good buddies for 4 years now, and it's great to see Navon, the redemption. How heroic is it that at this field around this time that he hurt his leg and then he was able to play a football game tonight? That is a blessing.
All right, our last question for you comes from David Lake of InsideTheU. David, go ahead.
Yeah, just building on that Navon question, just how hard did he have to work over the last year to get back to where he is tonight, with that injury and just him being a bigger dude like he is?
Yeah, and like you said, Navon is a big man, and he has to work extremely hard. Anybody coming back from an injury has to work extremely hard, but Navon especially, because the stuff he had to do to strengthen his knee, to strengthen everything else, to get back to playing shape. So I'm extremely proud of Navon. He showed how much he loves Miami, how much he loves this team by being out there tonight when Ja'Kai went down. So a great night, great football night all around.
Hey, Corey, congrats on the win. That's the first shutout Miami's had over a Power 5 team since 2001. So you guys made a little history tonight with this group. Can you talk about just the turnovers, man? I mean, 5 turnovers, just pouncing on the ball, and the kind of the way you guys set the tone with that tonight.
Well, I feel like it all started with, this week of practice, man. We had a great week of practice, great week of preparation, and we came out firing off all cylinders. Special teams, offense, and we just fed off each other, man. And the turnovers started to come. We came out playing Miami defense. It was a standard, and we finally held it.
And then as a quick follow for you, you got a chance to play some this year, but it'd been a while, obviously, and you played a lot tonight. Just what that felt like for you to get on the field and play a major role.
It felt real good, man, to know that my teammates trust me, like Jaelan Phillips, Jay Severa, Gilbert Fries, and all of those guys who trust me to, get the call and give it to them. It's a great feeling, so I just go out and do my job and play.
Awesome. Next up, we have Susan Miller-Degnan of the Miami Herald. Susan, go ahead.
Hey there. First, congratulations. And also, how valuable do you think it is for all these young players coming in and getting a lot of experience tonight? And I know that you were missing a lot of guys, but I guess there was a bright side to that too, as far as the experience. How much will that help?
I'm sure it's going to help a lot. Because Diaz puts us in practice in a lot of different roles. Just throws us in, and it's sometimes unexpected. So we're prepared for it. You know, it's nothing new for us. And, Coach Philly gets us right in the weight room. So strength-wise, we're there. You know, so this 2020 class, man, our class is, you know, we're definitely like that. I think we're the best class in the nation. And
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
yes, I was just saying, I think we're the best class in the nation mentally. We hold each other accountable, you know, off the field and on the field, and it's showing on the field. And the whole world is seeing it now.
You guys are I guess 8-1 now overall. I mean, you have a chance to finish out 11-1 if you went out. I mean, in your wildest dreams, did you imagine that starting the season, or you know, what are your thoughts about how well you guys are doing?
Honestly, I just, you know, think about going a week. That's the honest truth. I don't really look ahead. You know, we don't really look ahead as a team. We go 1-0 every week, and you know, it's just reflecting on our record. And we don't really pay attention to the record. But I mean, like you said, we were 8-1. We're glad, grateful, but you know, job's not done. So.
All right, next up we have David Lake of InsideTheU. David, go ahead.
Yeah, Corey, wanted to ask you, just are things starting to slow down for you? Do you feel like out there it seems like you were playing a little faster than the last time we saw you? And then also, too, I was curious, are you just mainly playing middle? Did you only play middle tonight, or did you play middle and weak side tonight?
To answer your first question, yeah, things slew down a lot for me, you know, this week because last week I just came off, you know, COVID, Virginia Tech game, so I was a little slow, you know, just was kind of messing with me, stuff like that. So, but yeah, this week I came off, you know, firing off all cylinders, and like I said, you know, when I answered the question earlier, I think it's just this week of practice, this week of preparation was a big dividend, man. Coming in for workouts, you know, a lot of guys out, just coming in and getting work. And yeah, this game I just played middle mainly. I didn't really play weak side. Tyreek Austin Cave and Wayne McSteve was playing weak side and Ryan Magoni. But yeah, I just played middle this game.